Grand National Championships.
Hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. With me tonight, we have Jared James McLeod.
Hello.
We're joined by Jotham Fady.
Hello.
And Corin LaPointe Atchison is here as well.
Hi.
That's the normal crew. We have a special guest tonight. In my upper left corner here, we have... He's a great man. He's not only an educator, he's a husband, he's a father, but most importantly of all, he's this podcast Dungeon Master. It's John Spider-Man Waterman. How do you do?
Hey, hello everybody. Hello. I'm so glad to be here. This is actually the culmination of my plan all along. I was your Dungeon Master so I could be on your podcast. It was my plan the entire time. In fact, my whole friendship with Jotham has been leading up to this.
I love a good long con.
I finally made it, guys. Finally made it.
The quickest way to our hearts is through our 20-sided die.
I thought you were going to say through Jotham.
That too.
That would have been good. Yeah, that would have worked.
Does make sense. If you'd like to contribute anything to this program, listener at home, feel free to send an email to us at thegncshow.com. Follow us on social media at the GNC Show on most common platforms. You can visit thegncshow.com for all kinds of show-related information. And if you want to leave a voicemail for us or try to call us, you can try 727-379-4335. So, we haven't been together for a couple of weeks, so I'm sure we've all done all kinds of exciting stuff that's going to lead to, very fruitful, completed anecdotes with, a dramatic arc that's, graphable. So, Jared, why don't you sit us down by the fire and spin us a yarn, baby? No, I understand, in the holiday season, we may be even more locked down than normal. But Jared, what's been up?
I spent the holidays in the house, had some Chinese food Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
I did enjoy the picture you sent us of it.
I was intending on traveling, but then I just decided against it. Had a couple family members that were sick, and I was like, err on the side of caution.
Yeah, I think you'll never regret being a little more safe with your elderly relatives.
Yeah.
It's a concept that seems kind of tough to grasp for some.
Yeah, in Florida as a whole, really.
As Corin says, Florida, you wild.
Yeah. Yeah, you only get more perspective on that the longer you stay in the Pacific Northwest. The longer you stay in a blue state.
We're in a blue county.
I know. Pinellas County is all right.
We're in a little...
It's like what they call it, the Florida Islands, like the blue counties that are there's 5 of them that are spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's been up besides the Chinese food?
Besides Chinese food, not a whole lot. Just been riding my bike, working out, playing some video games, doing some schoolwork.
What was that last
part? You gotta
part?
have more than that. Your schoolwork?
What the hell, Jotham? Putting his feet to the fire.
Yeah. I'm slowly working on my bachelor's degree, very slowly. Just signed for some classes. One class, actually. But
I don't think I knew this was happening.
Well, it's been kind of slowly going on for the past year. So
that's great, Jared.
Yeah. Self-improvement, all that.
I don't like it. I got a chip in my shoulder about it.
Oh.
That's true. He has told me that.
Yeah, to proceed professionally, I require a bachelor's degree, despite my vast work experience. So
being better than it.
Yeah. Being above it, just completely and totally, in every way. But yeah, that's it.
All right, fair enough. Well, Jotham, since you were ready to tell Jared that he didn't have nearly enough to talk to us about, why don't you Why don't you give us 4 or 5 great stories?
I really feel like I'm being put on the spot now, and I did set myself up for this.
Yeah, absolutely. What have you been up to? Has the pickleball league been shut down still because of COVID concerns?
Oh yeah, definitely shut down. I don't know. They probably don't want to see me again anyways because I had everyone's names wrong. So, did I tell you that?
No.
I was calling this guy Benny for 2-3 weeks. His name's not Benny, but it starts with a B. After he was leading the last time, I heard someone say it, and I was like, oh, he didn't correct me. I don't know why he didn't correct me.
But it sounds like you still don't know what it really is.
I don't.
Is it like Bernie? Bernard?
I was so worked up at the time. I don't know. I mean, I've told you this before. I'll black out on the pickleball court. I don't know. A volley goes on. I don't know what happens. I just know what happened at the end. And at the end, I don't remember his name.
Well, that stuff keeps me up at night. The idea that maybe I pronounced someone's name wrong or I said the wrong name. I'll just sit bolt upright in bed and like, oh my God, Benny, what does Benny think of me? And all those people who heard me say Benny. So does that give you the cold sweats?
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, I wish he would have corrected me because I did not intentionally call him the wrong name for 2 weeks straight.
Well, it also sounds...
Well, I saw him, Jared, that time we were there on a Sunday morning. Remember, I saw those people across the way? I was like, oh yeah, it's Benny. That's not Benny. That was not Benny across the way.
I'm glad you didn't go up to him and say anything.
More than anything else, it's hurt your social standing in the group, which is very important, it seems, in this
I'm not invited back.
Machiavellian nightmare of the pickleball society.
Yeah.
So as a person who has a difficult name to remember, pronounce, keep a grasp on in general.
Sure.
Jotham, you mean?
Oh yeah, Jotham too. And
I thought you were talking about me.
And Jared.
When I don't mean this is not accusatory or I'm not pointing fingers, but when someone can't remember or pronounce my name, usually I don't correct them if it's not a person that I think I'm going to have a lot of interactions with in the future, or that I don't wish to, or I don't wish to carry on the conversation anymore.
That's very fair.
You don't think Benny thought that Jotham was worth the time?
He was giving me some compliments. He liked my serve.
He knew Jotham was just passing through, man.
Yeah.
He knew he wasn't there to stay.
Transitory.
Yeah. He's a loner.
I gotta learn this guy's name.
This guy's a real Incredible Hulk.
If Benny had to remember every single scrub who comes through that pickleball court.
It's true.
You know what I mean? The millions.
He only remembers elite level players.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there one day.
One day you'll know my name, Benny.
Yeah. Sitting on top of the pickleball
And I still won't know yours.
I'll keep calling you Benny.
Yeah, there's another woman too, but I did correct myself once I realized her name. I called her the completely wrong name. I mixed up 2 ladies. I don't remember what it was now, but it wasn't Susan.
It's like a real Three's Company episode. Like you thought you were on a date with Susan, but it was actually Cheryl.
I did terrible. You meet a lot of people, and I'm not good at a lot of people remember all the names kind of thing.
You don't play the game. You're just there
to chew bubble gum and kick ass
and play pickleball.
And play pickleball.
and the first thing I'm almost done with, and the second I'll have done by tomorrow. So after that, it's nothing but pickleball. So besides not playing pickleball, what have you been doing?
I've been into hiking. You know, I've told you guys I've been hiking. So I did that twice. Did you just roll your eyes at me?
Well, I know what Corin's thinking. Corin had to climb 2 mountains just to go to work today.
Right. Yeah. So I did a nice, we did like a family, like a outside Christmas this year. So we went on a hike, went on 2 hikes, and we had a hike, then like lunch, the present exchange, and then another hike. It was really nice. Might be a new tradition.
You hiked in your presents, huh?
Hiked in my, what?
You know, you hike them in. You know, hike them into the spot.
Oh yeah, we had to carry them from the car to a picnic table. We had to move a picnic table into the sun because it was like 40 degrees. It was a really cold day.
It must be terrible.
I don't want to hear it from you, but everyone else understands that we are not used to that here.
It was colder, man.
Oh, your warm hikes that you go on.
Oh, the sun was
warm
out.
Strolls.
Must have been tough.
Yeah. So
100 feet of elevation in the sun.
we might have hit 200. I don't know.
Holy cow.
Probably not. They were
Everyone was
pretty
getting
flat.
nosebleeds and had oxygen tanks.
Doing that, I watched a show that I enjoyed called Top Boy, which was like a British version of The Wire. So I like that. I learned all sorts of new phrases or words. But yeah, I've been practicing them around Maddie, and I'm terrible. I
Can you
keep asking her,
practice
am I getting better? And she's like, I don't know. I don't think so.
I have a
She's sick
question.
of it.
Do you incorporate these words and phrases using a British accent, like a Cockney accent?
I try.
Okay.
But here's the tricky part. Part of the show is set in Jamaica as well and has Jamaicans in London. So it's a very fine line between Colin Hanks thing. Wait, is that his name?
Yeah.
No.
Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
No,
Chet
Chet.
Hanks. Chet Hanks.
Oh yeah, I was just watching
Between
Fargo
the
the one we
tonight.
like.
A Chet. Yeah, exactly. Between that and a Chet Hanks.
So
thing.
you're getting your patois down?
I don't know what I'm doing. But
So we're not going to get a taste of this?
oh no, so okay, so they say like Magwan. Magwan.
Magwan.
I got some food. You got the peas, I got the food. How's that?
How's that?
I
It was great.
usually do one sentence and then turn to Manny and say, "Hey, how's that?"
So in a way,
Is it better?
she's like training you for some like upcoming,
I think I realize how bad it is like halfway through the sentence, and I just can't go on anymore. But I need to watch some YouTube vids to figure out how to do this British accent thing.
You need to watch more Michael Caine movies. That was how I did it.
That's how you perfected
Yeah.
your British accents.
That's Michael Caine. Yeah, it's
the only-
Wait a second.
It's
the only one you need.
I only see 5 people on the call, but I just heard a famous celebrity.
It's crazy. He's there.
Oh, also, speaking of watching things, I watched 2 terrible movies last night, and we talked about one before, Money Plane. But I know 2 of you at least have watched that movie. So bad. I mean, really bad, and like a low budget bad movie in 2020. I mean, they must have. It's $20,000. I don't know. I mean,
How big of a role does Kelsey Grammer play in Money
I
Playing?
keep forgetting that Kelsey Grammer is the linchpin of this whole thing.
he plays a pretty large role. I mean, he's the bad guy. He's the villain in the movie.
I was really hoping you guys would talk about this. I was prepared.
He had a what
been
was his
thinking about
name?
this.
I gotta look up his name. He had a funny name. It was
Fraser
actually-
Crane.
God damn it.
Dr. Fraser Frame.
And I knew Tom Jane was in it, but I don't know really
man.
who Tom Jane is
was a
besides the
Punisher.
Arrested Development bit. So I thought the main character was Tom Jane for a good portion of the movie.
Oh no, that's Edge.
He's a wrestler, right?
Didn't really
guys.
change anything because I don't
Yeah,
know who the
that's
other guy is either.
That's the wrestler, The Edge, or just Edge.
The
maybe?
Edge?
Yeah, Edge, or
Oh,
just
like
the
from
Edge.
you too.
It's the Edge from U2.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also a wrestler.
Did you just drop a sweet U2 reference?
Do you know what the Edge loves using?
What?
Delay. I told the guys that I was going to incorporate a little bit of delay during the program today. I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum. But if you bring up the Edge, I mean, like, what else are you going to do? You know?
The last time you used the delay was when we did a quiz on Metallica and the Velvet Underground.
That's right.
In maybe March of this year.
That was during lockdown for the radio show.
It's one of the last ones we did.
You had a pretty I think did you do better with Metallica than you expected and much worse with the Velvet Underground than you expected?
That sounds about right. I had to give up my Velvet Underground shirt after that.
I will say we actually got like emails and comments about your performance on the Velvet Underground quiz.
You did.
You always get so serious and down. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I'm just saying, it came up.
I was
People were-
bummed about it. I thought I was gonna do well. I didn't. I mean, I don't remember what I got.
I think
5 or
it was-
6 out of 10.
It was needlessly minuscule, minutia that the questions were dealing with. I feel like if it were just about how much do you love this band, you'd always win it. Corin, to what have you been up?
Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a while. So I've been talking for a few weeks about the move upcoming. I'm moving from Seattle to Portland, which is pretty much done. I'm in Seattle right now at the end of what feels like a week's worth of moving. It's been terrible, absolutely awful.
Really?
Moving is horrible, and you should never do it.
Anything special about your
try
move
not
this
to.
time? Well, I mean, interstate moves are pretty intense.
It's 150 miles, between the two cities. And like all of my friends I did it in the holiday, right? Between Christmas and New Year is just a terrible time to try to like rally people to your cause, especially in a pandemic. It's like, if they're not already in your bubble, then they're probably with their families or with my family. Who knows?
Well, I do recall you saying that you were going to enlist the help of your brother because you referred to him as being expendable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But he was it. Like, that was the only help I had. So it's just me and Aaron.
He has to help.
He's a delightful young man, and I'm very grateful for him.
So
But-
I can
the two of us-
the amount that I can picture him lifting is getting smaller with every adjective you're using. He's a helpful. He's a great, wonderful.
I feel like Quinn's also blinking a Morse code message to us about it, like as you speak.
No, it's
Torture.
not his fault. It's not his fault. It's just, the amount of stuff that a 37-year-old man like myself has to move is a great deal. I have a lot of possessions.
It's always
A lot
more
of
than you
heavy
think.
possessions.
Really bragging.
Yeah.
Look at
have
that
a lot
last
of really
episode.
heavy things.
I've got lots of things, guys.
I got a lot of things, and they're really hard to lift. That's what you do when you get older. You get really heavy stuff.
Yeah, statues and such.
The older you get, the heavier your shit gets.
That's right. That's how you know it's quality.
Yeah.
It weighs
dense.
a lot.
It's all made out of oak.
Yes.
Mahogany.
Gold.
Solid gold.
So
Everything's
Yeah,
made out of
Everything
gold.
loves gold.
a lot of
It's
gold.
so dense.
Yeah.
so I went down to Portland on the 30th and spent the night. Oh, the other thing is Aaron doesn't have a vehicle. So I had to go down to Portland, spend the night, drive us both back up yesterday for New Year's Eve. And we spent the day packing up the truck and my car. And then I drove the truck and he drove the car back.
Were you able
But-
to link arms and drink some sparkling grape juice at midnight?
No, I was in bed by 11
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
because I was exhausted.
Okay, so you didn't do that thing I asked? Okay.
No, sir.
Cool. Question
I'm
asked
sorry.
and answered.
But then I remembered that we had the show to do, and I have all of my stuff in boxes. And I was planning on coming up tomorrow and like cleaning and getting the old place ready so that I could have a day off of driving to Seattle. But I didn't know where any of my recording stuff was, and I don't have internet at my new place.
Oh boy.
So here I am in my work office in Seattle
Wait, so
with my boss's microphone.
is it a Yeti?
Yeah,
Looks like a Yeti from there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeti Nano.
Yeti Nano. So that's a lot of fun to say. Booyah. And I don't. Are we responsible for you not being in your new
No.
home now? Are you
No,
doing it
not
all
at
for
all.
the show?
No, I had to clean up my old place anyway, so I figured I should do it here. I mean, I should do it today and record the show, so I didn't have to like intrude on someone else's home.
Nice home invasion podcast style.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, it's been a whirlwind.
Are you happy with your new place? You just haven't had a chance to put anything into its new arrangement.
Right. Yeah. It's a great little spot. It's got a nice big garage that's going to turn into the home gym.
Of course.
Sweet.
Yeah, dudes.
What about the home studio?
Well, it's got an office too.
You gotta start a band, right? Wasn't that a requirement to move to Portland? You have to start a metal band
Let's do a metal band.
or something.
Oh, that's
Stoner-
right. You
stoner
guys
metal.
made a 2021 resolution for me.
You, yeah. How's that going so far?
Yeah, you
It's
got anybody
good.
lined up?
No, but don't you remember last time we recorded, my mom sent me my very first guitar, so I have an
true.
electric guitar again.
Oh yeah, with all the stickers.
Yeah.
By the way, I've
You're
got
gonna put up one of
I've
those
got a
pieces
sticker
of
update
paper up
coming.
in Portland with the little things you can tear off, you know?
Yeah, babysitter
Looking for
needed.
solid dudes.
Looking for solid.
Must
dude.
be able to lift stuff.
Must be able to.
Must be
do
stronger
doom
than
metal.
Aaron.
Must have
Four
your
solid
own
dudes.
resistance bands. Or is this going to be called resistance band? Resistance band.
Ooh,
probably not.
it's a
Resistance
band.
band.
The resistance.
You guys all
not-
work out with resistance bands after practice, maybe
These-
before practice.
These guys do. I bet
Maybe
anyone
during
they'd be in a
practice?
band with would too as well.
Colin's beyond the resistance
Sick.
bands at this point.
Yeah, dude.
They don't make him. Yeah, he's too strong.
They don't make him. He's too
No,
strong.
they don't make
They
him.
don't make him
I was
because
trying
he's
to
too
think how to
strong.
say that. Like they don't make him
Strong enough
I don't
for
know,
him?
whatever.
Yeah.
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 Totally
Stop talking.
crippled
No,
that industry.
we understand exactly what you're saying. Every time he uses one, he either pulls a door off its hinges or just breaks the bands. Yeah. That's the sad thing about once
I
you
did
hit
do
level
that.
60.
Resistance band companies hate him. And then there's a clickbait article.
Click number
Corin.
2 to find out why.
Clickbait.
Well, Corin, it's great to see you. I'm glad the move is done and the hardest part is over for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. John,
Yeah.
how are you and what have you been up to? How's your holiday season been?
Alistair, it's been good.
John.
I gotta be honest. It's been interesting. We got the new baby, and that's been interesting. So doing a lot of I don't know, my days are kind of just like wake up, change the baby goes back to sleep. I find things to do around the house, then I change the baby again. My wife feeds the baby, and then I change, and then it's just a lot of that over and over again. But it's a good time though. It's fun.
Is there anything in this beginning period of babydom that's taken you by surprise that you weren't expecting, or did you thoroughly map out this experience?
I should have realized how often I'd get peed on during changes. That's something that happens pretty consistently. And then other than that, I guess you just don't realize, like, before I had my own kid, people would like hand me their babies to like hold, not just random people, but like, friends or whatever.
You look trustworthy.
And yeah, so random people would give me but like they're so fragile and little and you're afraid you're going to break them. Then you get your own baby, right? And you see the way the nurses handle them in the hospital. And they just like toss them around, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Scruff.
Yeah.
that's what I've understood is like they're more resilient than you.
Yeah,
than
and then
you-
and
than
then you get
think.
your own, and you're just like, oh yeah, this kid's fine, and you're like doing, moving around. So that's been really cool.
You and Katie are just tossing
Like
him back and
nunchucks.
forth.
Back and forth, yeah. I'll
Yeah,
be on
across
one
the
side of
room.
the house. She'll
Yeah.
be on the other side. Time to eat. We throw him, put him in a little swaddle. He's like a little football. He just goes.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing I have to say though, shout outs to moms. That's like literally the hardest job that anybody ever has to do. I mean, I know. I mean, maybe we try to stay away from being serious on the podcast, but sweet, Lord, my wife has been working so hard. It's crazy. It's insane.
Shout out to moms out there.
Shout out
Shout out
moms.
all the
Yeah,
moms.
Courtesy
shout out
of
to
Grand
moms.
National
Big ups.
Championships. We don't say it often enough, but we love you, moms.
We love moms. But yeah, holidays are good though. Both of our parents live in town, and they're all kind of in our little COVID bubble, so we were able to see them. And Levi got lots of cool stuff, although I don't think he cares very much at this point. You know what I mean? But he's got some new clothes.
He's just in space. He doesn't appreciate anything. That's why he
Yeah, he
pisses
doesn't.
all over you.
That's why I think.
He draws no distinction between when he's wearing a pant and when he's not. Until that starts, he's not going to care about any gift you give him.
He's not caring about any gifts, no. My dad got him a little weight though that makes these little noises when you, and so I try to get him to work out. He's not into it yet, but he's getting there.
Sick.
This podcast is
So
going to love
cool.
that. Do you give him? Does he have any pre-workout, like baby pre-workout?
No, but I do give him. I do show him a picture of Corin, and I say, "This is what you could be like one day, son." And it's just Corin flexing.
I just got an idea for a new product. Resistance bands.
Okay.
WEE for babies.
For
Yeah,
babies.
for
Resistance.
So you just put the block on the other side of the crib, and they just like pull. Man, I wouldn't want my baby getting too strong. Like I want to give the impression
down
of
by
being
your
in
hair.
charge for a certain amount of time before the baby can like twist my arm behind my back.
That is the risk you run. Is you don't want to strength train your baby too much,
Yeah.
because then they can defeat you. But it's cool.
It's like having like a little Sith Lord apprentice.
You want to keep them
Fatherhood. Yeah.
thinking that you're stronger than them,
Rule of
even
two.
if it's not true. Yeah.
And then he must kill you to take your place.
You know what I haven't been doing though that I miss? Playing D&D with you guys.
Oh man,
that's
yeah.
true.
Hey, man.
We've been on a mild hiatus since your fatherhood began.
I know. Well, we'll get back into it.
And then we tried to have one game, and I had some real technical difficulties. As anyone who saw the episode before the last episode that we did a live recording of, it had to be done in 2 sections because I had some real tech difficulties going on. I did move my router modem from out behind a rat cage to a spot that's a few feet higher in the air and not behind a rat cage, and it seems like everything's been a lot better since then.
Do you think it was the rat that was affecting it?
I think it could have been. I think they may have been streaming a lot of stuff. I checked out. They actually paid for the premium version of Peacock. I mean, come on. They got so much on there for free. Why would the rats even bother with that?
They don't
Pinky in the
ads.
Brain,
They hate the
Ratatouille.
It's all rat-based Ben. They're listening to
Cheese
Ben by
documentaries.
Michael Jackson.
The YouTube vid of the rat eating the pizza.
Pizza rat.
I really
Anyway.
brought the room down.
Yeah.
Did you see the recent
R.I.P.
the recent little video of a person dressed in a rat costume dragging a huge, like, foam cloth made piece of pizza like up the stairs in the New York subway? And the retweets and sharing of this video were split evenly between look at how funny this is and look at this asshole holding people up on the subway with this art project. And I feel like I agreed with both of them. It was a very funny thing that was very annoying to have.
A lot of people were walking there. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm walking here. Hey.
Yeah. And including people named Ratso. Like
That's
that
right.
character.
I don't. So am I missing? Have you guys all seen Ratatouille? I have never seen Ratatouille. I feel kind of out
Yes.
I've
out
seen
of
it
the
one
loop.
time for sure, and maybe parts at other times.
Damn, it's hard.
It's a good
being
flick.
the
I feel
only-
like I had the
Yeah,
DVD
John
at
Man
some
super good.
point.
you had to.
You got a kid now. This is, I mean, you're
Yeah.
going to have plenty of time to watch these movies.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really
Over
into movies
and
yet.
over.
You know what I
heard
found
over.
out is that
It's in the
at a month old, they can only see a foot in front of them. So
So you
can
gotta
only
put the
see
TV
12
really
inches.
close.
Yeah. Plop him right there.
Have you ever
Yeah.
heard of TV Hat? That's where you can put a phone straight into it to like kind of just like a hat. You know, it like sits
Yeah,
right
it goes
there.
right in there.
That way it can get right in your child's face. They can watch Moana, they can watch Ratatouille, they can watch any of the Pixar films.
Soul.
Or even those VR headsets you put the phone into that like it's all total sensory deprivation that like covers your eyes and ears.
Yeah, the less of the real world the kid sees, the better.
And you want to start them young.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prepare for the pod that we will all eventually be.
Let's just think about it for future use. VR-ther. Is there a joke in there somewhere? Just think about it.
Probably.
VR mixed
Yeah,
with
like
VR.
immersive Golden Girls experience.
VR. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get a whiteboard out and start putting down some of these ideas.
Should we also talk about the fact that we cast ourselves in the Golden Girls this week in our text chain?
Well, yeah, we're just talking about which Golden Girls we would each be.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
we really,
I don't think I've ever seen the show.
So
classic Rose, am I right? We said it in the chain, and he's basically saying it for us now.
I get the names, the like Blanche.
Yeah, there's Blanche, Rose, Sophia, and Ratatouille.
Was Betty White one of the Golden Girls?
She was Rose.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like John's not particularly versed
I get to be
either.
Betty White.
A little
Hell
bit
yeah.
younger than us, I feel like. Maybe missed the Golden Girls train.
So the only thing I know about the Golden Girls, or that I really know, other than like little pieces of it I've seen, is that the movie Airheads, they ask for a picture of young B. Arthur as one of the ransom demands. Have you ever seen the movie Airheads with Brendan
yeah.
Fraser?
Classic. Yeah, football helmet full of cottage cheese. Things that were going to make the police think they were crazy.
Yeah.
So they could plead insanity.
Yes.
I like how John has to. It's so big, you have to drink like Trump does with 2 hands.
Yeah. Well, it's It's a big
Joe,
bottle.
do you remember that video of Rob Ford, the late mayor of Toronto, drinking a big beverage?
Yes. I actually
like a toddler.
I used that as my Gmail picture for a while, like years ago.
I remember you shared that with me, and it really made an impact.
I loved it. Yeah, he's got like a milk mustache.
The idea of drinking that much milk that you have to use
Like,
2
and
hands
he
is
had
really...
just smoked like $200 worth of crack and went straight for the milk, you know?
Yeah, he was the mayor
you
who
do.
had the one of the mayors who had a crack scandal.
You know, his brother is still is a politician. I think he's the premier of whatever province that's in. Yeah. I believe they're called premiers in Canada. I don't know. I hope you don't have any Canadian listeners.
can't remember
right in.
We don't.
I can't remember the Ford brother. Rob Ford was
Doug
Ford.
Harrison.
Doug
Harrison.
Harrison Ford.
This guy's good.
Gerald.
Yeah, I think Harrison Ford is his brother. Harold Ford. Well, lately, I'll tell you what I've been up to.
Oh.
Big time change in my life. Weighted blanket.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I inherited
Me
a
neither.
weighted blanket from our oldest, Mandy's child, Kyle, who had a weighted blanket that we got from Walmart. It wasn't like a super nice one or maybe Target or something. Anyway, it's just like 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, just kind of enough to just kind of cover you and weight you down. It doesn't weigh all that much. It's like 15 pounds. And, but boy, do I like it. Boy, do I like just being pinned to that mattress and not being able to move. Just tie me in a sleeping bag and I'm good to go. So this weighted blanket just makes me want more. I'm like that legendary person who was being pressed to death and said more weight. That's me with these weighted blankets. Mandy,
That
will throw
legendary
one on me.
person who we all remember.
There's a story of.
trying to think of who
Got squished.
There's a story of someone who was being executed, and they were trying to extract some confession of something that would, invalidate their land being passed down to their heirs. But all they said was more weight. That's the story. More weight.
More complicated than I expected.
Oh, that's what they said. They were like, more complicated. Make the story more complicated. As they were being pressed. So if anybody wants to ever get me a present, 5, 6 weighted blankets would be great.
I've been curious about the weighted blankets. I was talking about it with somebody, and they brought up a good point. Like, how do you wash it?
You have a cover for it. It slides inside a cover.
Do you wash the
You wash the cover, really. There's because it's there's kind of like shot inside squares, like it's sewed
like a duvet.
It's like a duvet, and every little square of it has a bunch of little pellets inside it. So the weights are equally distributed throughout, so they don't, so it's not just a bag of pellets.
That would be cool too, though.
Yeah.
Big
Big bad blanket.
Say one more
A
time.
big bean bag blanket.
So the weighted blanket is great. I've been loving it. Mandy's not quite as enamored of it as I am. It stays on my side of the bed, and it gets a lot of
instantly
eye
knock you
rolls.
out when somebody throws it on you, like those ads. You see
Yeah,
on
because
Instagram.
like it's very heavy. So it's very heavy. So when it hits you in the head, you're instantly knocked out. I feel like I go
like
to
3
sleep a lot
concussions.
faster when I'm pinned underneath these weights. The problem is
They're
getting
nice.
up in the morning. I do have to scream for help. I forget that I'm under a weighted blanket, so I scream bloody murder because I think I'm buried alive. And
Please
then
help.
Mandy and several other members of the family just peel it off me, and then I'm good to go for the day. Well rested.
They don't seem to be bothered by it every morning.
Yeah, they're good.
Kevin retrieves me.
First
They
thing,
get used to it.
blood curdling. Today, guys, I cut my finger.
Oh,
Oh no.
I won't go into the
boo-boo.
details, but I was chopping an onion and I got a nasty little cut. And it turned out to be not so bad, but in that first minute where I was like, I wonder if something awful happened. I have to go to a doctor to stop from bleeding for the rest of the foreseeable
life.
future.
Forever.
short life.
Yeah, ever.
So
Like you
that's
do.
good. I love cooking, and this is my first cooking injury. So
Really?
Ever?
yeah, I think so. I'm usually very careful because I fucking hate the idea of cutting myself.
You've had mishaps in the kitchen, though.
Oh yeah, I once got a
talk
girl
about your
pregnant in there. I can't think of. I mean, maybe I've gotten some little burns and some little pokes and stuff. This is probably the worst cut I've ever gotten in the kitchen.
I almost cut the tip of my thumb off when I was working at Cody's, chopping lettuce with a butcher knife. Not paying attention.
You never see butcher knife. I never see butcher knives. I saw one in a movie recently, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. That's a big knife that exists."
Yeah, I
you
saw
mean like
one-
you guys have a butcher knife in your kitchen?
Yeah, I
Like a
cut my
cleaver?
finger with one today.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about like a meat cleaver, Jotham? Or are you talking about like
Yeah.
a butcher knife?
A big ass butcher knife, like a big square.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I don't have a cleaver.
Yeah, that's
Cleaver.
a meat cleaver, Jotham.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The way he says Jotham, it's so condescending.
It's awesome.
Jotham.
Now,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jotham. I don't mean to do that. You're the person I'm the most familiar with on this podcast.
He's practicing the dad voice.
Dad
You should
voice.
hear him on there.
good.
I just scream.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Bringing the whole room down. Also, I got a job finally. I've been unemployed for ever so long. I finally got a job.
That's what I was thinking you were
Yeah.
going to say.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Me too.
Starting on the 11th of January, I'll be gainfully employed. So that's very exciting. It's been a long
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you so much. It's very exciting. So, if you notice more of a pep in my step from now on, that's because now every member of the family gets to eat every meal. So, this is a big day for us.
Shows
No
up next
more
show with some
rationing.
Yeah, exactly.
shows up with 5 weighted blankets on him, cold sunglasses. It's like money changed in big time.
Like in the weirdest fucking way. Like, I've never seen a fur weighted blanket. It's mink. That's beautiful. I wanted to share a few more stickers with you guys. Is that cool?
Oh,
Yeah, I would love that.
yeah.
Because I've
Is
been
that
going
from-
through them. What say?
Is that from stickerload.com?
No, Jared.
Stickerload.com.
I saw an ad for a sticker service that you just, like you were describing, where you buy like a bunch of stickers and
A
that's
lot
what
of them.
Yeah.
A
yes,
lot.
a lot.
A lot of stickers.
But I thought it was the same service you used, but that's what the name of the site was.
The times I've gotten them in the past have been both from Amazon and from eBay. There are a whole bunch of sellers who just have they'll say a lot of 300 stickers, $9. So I'll be like, yeah, because it's a lot of fun to just go through them and see things like this peace sign that's human hands, polar bear hands,
Oh.
alien hands,
Wow.
Superman hands.
Yeah, there's a little paw in there. I see
Yeah,
that.
there's a little paw. And there's our favorite character of all time, Monkey King.
We love Monkey King.
As I've mentioned in the past, I don't know who some of the characters are, and I get really worried about the organizations that they could potentially represent. Here's a little, like a ducky Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm always looking for
sash?
subtext
What's on
for
the-
possible white supremacy. So please
It's
let me
tough.
know. Let me know if I'm just showing off like some straight up Luftwaffe shit. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
It's robot Ronald McDonald.
Or
Frankenstein robot?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein
Yeah,
Lego.
Yeah, Frankenstein Lego. Ronald McDonald.
Wow.
The Holy
Complicated
Trinity.
Mashup.
You guys are all big Game of Thrones fans, so I know you want to get your hands on this Winterfell Heineken sticker.
Topical.
Damn, dude.
Topical. That's right. You put it right on your skin.
Do you have any information on where it's
Realistic
Mario as
Mario beaten up
It's like a
mugshot.
by the
He got,
cops?
he got
Like a
arrested.
Garbage Pail Kid
Luigi
Mario.
beat him
by
up.
the
Yeah.
cops. You said.
No, he got beat up by the cops. That's what he has the thing for.
LAPD arrested him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe he got in a fight and then they
And then
peacefully
got
took him
arrested.
in.
Okay, I shouldn't. That's true.
No.
posits that
I would say it's
Mario-
more likely than not. That
Mario hangs out in LA, like one of the Hollywood elite.
So,
Well-
Alistair, I was going to ask,
He goes to the Viper room.
these people who compile these stickers, where do they, like, how is it that someone has all
AI
these?
does
I don't
it.
think they
John-
do. Yeah.
I wonder these things all day long. There are just so many of them, and I mean, right now I'm holding so many stickers. Like we've got a lot of them. I send them out when people order stickers from the show. I like to give them a weird assortment. You know, also like I said, possibly, you know, heavily involved in white supremacy. But and like
Or
this one
fascist
says,
regimes
it says
elsewhere.
541 Putin. Like, who is
What?
this
Huh.
character? Does this character mean something to people in certain parts of the world?
Are those ears, or is that like a sausage tied off at the top?
Those are ears. with
You're
like
right, this could be a
little head-
sausage.
Could be
person.
both.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I don't like
I
it.
like an arrested sausage.
just a couple more to go. We've got Darth
It went
Vader with
bad.
a hula hoop,
Oh, wow.
which I think
That's
is pretty
fun.
great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cute. It's a cute
Very
sticker.
cute. And this one's a little. See, again, I don't know if this means something to someone, but it says Tiger Shadow Edwin, motherfucker. That's like a tiger smoking
Does
a
it say
cigar.
motherfucker?
Up in the
Tiger
little-
Shadow
up there,
Edwin?
it says motherfucker.
Oh.
The little
Oh.
text.
Wow.
But who is Shadow Edwin?
I
Tiger.
am now. I want that sticker.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. But if anybody listening wants to send us their address, we'll send you an assortment of stickers and some of the Grand National Championship stickers, and maybe you'll get some of the ones that have been featured here on this program with the weird racist coding in it.
I have to remember to look up Tiger Edwin, or Shadow Edwin. I'm sorry.
Tiger Shadow Edwin, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I will
boy.
say, I'm not super crazy into like anything that tries to make Darth Vader like funny or relatable.
So you don't like him hula hooping?
I don't like him hula hooping. I don't like him breakdancing. I don't like him on Valentine's Day cards.
You don't like him looking cute, like little squat versions of him?
He is an evil force of nature. And I think he should be treated as such.
Yeah, he
Evil
should be
force of
respect.
nature. You ask me if
Yeah,
he's
respect
unnatural.
Darth Vader.
I don't know. I feel like he's a holistic character. I feel like he had a journey from good to evil, and that says pew pew.
That's not a sticker though. But I was wondering, do you like? But just Darth Vader. What about stormtroopers who look cute?
Nah, they're fine.
Okay, good.
That's fine.
That-
Yeah.
Cannon fodder. Who cares?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what's been up with me. Holidays went great. Everybody got some prezzies, and everyone was nice to each other. That's about the best you can hope for.
Yeah.
It was
Great.
Do you guys want to get into some quizdom?
Mm-hmm.
We've got
Yeah,
a quiz
absolutely.
today. Now, by the way, I didn't necessarily explicitly check in. Did everyone record their audio?
I
Yes.
am recording. Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, if everyone is up for it, then I say,
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host,
Oh, I like hearing my
that's
name
right.
like that.
It's, boy, are you going to have a time with this one? Answering it, that is, with your host, Warren Atchison.
I told him to say that. That's what I named the quiz. I didn't like that.
Sorry, that wasn't good.
So I wrote this one in preparation for our show last time that we didn't record and instead had a year end. So let's remember how I did this.
Is it Christmas based?
I think there's some Christmas questions in here, but it's not Christmas based on the whole. So it's a movie tagline quiz, which we've done before. We did that around Halloween, I think. So I will give you the movie tagline, and if no one is getting it, I will give you a clue after that, and the clues will get increasingly easier to guess the more I have to give. Does that make sense? So just chime in with your name and answer the questions.
Right,
and Alistair's going to write down how many everybody gets. There he goes. Question 1. When you can live forever, what can you live for? When you can live forever, what can you live for?
Like the number 4?
No. It's
John.
2018
Oh.
What genre?
Star-Crossed Rovers.
What?
Rovers.
Sorry for shouting. That was funny. What?
They sparkle in the sunlight.
Star-Crossed Rovers.
2018.
2018?
No, 2008. I'm sorry.
John.
Did I say 18?
Jared.
Is it
Jared.
Twilight.
Yes. My apologies. I'm so tired. Question 2. Great things come in bears.
Come on.
What?
This is a movie tagline.
Real taglines only, please. Say again.
There's so many things it could be.
Great things come in bears. This is a 3D movie of a classic Hanna-Barbera character.
Jared.
Jared.
Yogi Bear.
Complete answer? Remember, I said it's a 3D property.
Yogi Bear, the cartoon.
Alistair.
Alistair, steal it.
Yogi Bear 3D.
Yeah.
No, I
didn't realize 3D was part
I'm
of
not
the
taking
title.
that away from Jared. I refuse.
That's fine. No. These are the rules Corin made. I want to follow the rules.
These are the rules I'm
any
making up
special
as we go.
How many questions are there?
in bears. Why is
I don't know.
What?
I said I don't know.
How many questions there are?
No,
you
there's
didn't
enough.
number them?
Okay,
No.
so I apologize for getting in your face
Get
about
off my
it.
back.
I would have numbered them.
Jotham.
Well, let's see if you can answer them.
I
Jotham.
won't be able to answer any of them.
Oh man, that was a good little snap back and forth. Jotham, I always number mine because I want to be able to give the number. But I mean, that's
like
my
that.
approach.
I think that's a great idea.
Question this one. You can't handle the tooth.
What?
I feel like we've talked about this.
You can't handle the tooth. Stars a large man,
John Goodman.
a very, very big gentleman.
John Goodman's father. Rick Goodman.
The tooth. Oh, Jared.
Dwayne Jared.
Dwayne the Tooth.
The Tooth Fairy.
Correct.
Jared is cleaning up. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all taking a very long time to get them, but
This is tough. This is a tough quiz.
Question the next one. Can sex friends stay best friends?
Alistair.
Alistair.
I forget. There were two of those movies at the same time. And I can't remember
Just
either
name
of
them
them.
both.
They're
They're both
this star?
common phrases.
I almost called Mila Kunis Idris Elba. Does it star Justin Timberlake and Idris Elba?
I wish.
Does it star Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher?
Yes. But that's not the answer.
Friends with Benefits? Is it called?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what it's called.
But it's a phrase that means the exact same
Jared.
thing.
Fuck buddies.
Jared.
No strings attached.
Correct.
Fuck. But so it wasn't Fuck Buddies?
It's not the movies Fuck Buddies, yeah. It's one of my faves.
Starring Justin Timberlake and Idris Elba.
Idris Elbow.
That was Hulk Hogan's special move back in the day. He did the
Idris Elbow.
Idris Elba.
the people's elbow.
Question
Jared
5.
is currently leading 4-0 to 0-0. Jared is the only person who's correctly answered a question so far.
I think
Crazy.
this reflects well on me as a person.
It's like
Knows
when you
his
ace that Red
taglines,
Hot Chili
folks.
Peppers quiz.
As a quiz champion.
I don't know. Alistair knew who the stars were and No Strings Attached.
It's true.
Well, I'm a big Wire fan, so after that, it was just into anything he did.
That's the other one.
Oh, Fuck Buddies. Yeah.
Right. Okay, question 5. The man with the hat is back, and this time he's bringing his dad.
Alistair. Sorry. Sometimes I'm doing a lot over here, and sometimes I hit the button instead of saying my name. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Correct.
Ooh.
It's a long tagline.
I never
for that
thought of him
movie.
as being the man with the hat.
I thought I was going to go Curious George.
Freddy Krueger.
I was thinking that guy from James Bond who had the hat he threw.
Yeah,
Odd
his
Job.
spin-off movie.
Odd job.
Odd job, yeah.
And his dad.
I'm Odd Job.
Random
This is my father. Old Job.
That was dumb.
Or maybe it's Ald Job. It's an LDD. It's odd, but just with an L injected there. Ald Job. We'll talk about it.
Okay, question 6. When these 3 oddballs try to play hardball, the result is totally screwball.
Alistair.
Alistair.
Is it Airheads?
No. There's a lot of ball references in there.
Yeah, I bet there are a lot of ball references in the movie, too.
Probably.
The 3 of them.
Just like in Airheads.
3 oddballs play hardball. The result is screwball.
Oh, wait. Can I guess again? Probably not.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it basketball?
No.
Okay, I don't
That's
know.
what I was
what
gonna
I
guess.
was-
But
yeah,
that's what I was
me
gonna
too.
guess. But there's 2.
Yeah, but it's a good thing you guys didn't, because
okay,
I got
Charlie
talked
Sheen.
to like I was a fucking Charlie
Sheen, Tom Berenger,
But there are more
Jared.
than 3 people on the
Corbin
Cleveland
Burns.
Indians.
John.
Major League.
Major League.
There we go. That's stupid. 3 people. What?
I thought there's 3 it's 3 people in that
What
movie.
about
or the main-
Serrano, the guy who
Yeah.
worshipped the voodoo god?
What about
Did
him?
you know that
Corbin
he is?
Burnson.
Did you know that the guy who played Serrano is the Allstate guy? Same man.
Yeah,
Yeah. I forget the actor's name.
I saw him in another movie too.
Dennis Haspert. That might be a different person. That might have
Dennis
been.
Hoskins?
Yeah, the guy from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, right on. Question this one. It's all one word. Well, it's many words, but it has no spaces between the words. So I'm going to try to pronounce it. Love, hate, dreams, life, work, play, friendship, sex. Love, hate, dreams, life, work, play, sex.
I got a little hazy in the middle.
What was it?
Were you embarrassed
What was it
about part of
rated?
it?
And it's
What was it rated?
Yeah.
Oh, either PG-13 or R.
Sounds like a PG-13.
Would have been a soft R.
Jared.
Jared.
I'm going to go with Go.
No.
The movie Go.
Say again.
Right.
That
No.
makes sense.
Please say the clue again.
Love, hate, dreams, life, work, play, friendship, sex.
Oh, Alistair?
Alistair.
Is it Vanilla Sky?
It is.
Okay.
Wow.
It sounded like the type of bullshit they'd have in their advertising for it.
Oh, I was going to say like maybe it's a Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
Love, sugar, baby, sex, work, magic.
I was gonna say Sex in the City. That was gonna be my guess.
I was gonna say Field of Dreams.
Blood, Sugar, Sex in the City.
Oh, that's a good one. You gotta remember that one for the future, Alice.
Yeah.
Man,
Blood Sugar Sex
I
in
don't
the
know if
City.
he means to, but John is raining bombs down on you guys.
Wait, what?
No, there's so you're like, oh, it's funny. You should pack that one away for the future, there, bud. So dismissive.
No. It's real good.
So dismissive.
Damn, dude, I gotta work on my tone. Apparently.
No, I think it's right on.
Yeah.
Keep
Great.
Keep them in their place. So the score
Okay.
currently, I've got Jared with 4, Alistair with 2, John with 1, Jotham yet to make his mark on the board.
Yes.
It could happen.
McWorld!
Jotham's good for a big moment, like the big
Yeah,
moment
he
in the
is.
quiz.
I hope so.
I hope so, Johnny. I hope so.
There will be blood sport.
That was a great moment.
It's my best moment. That was my best moment of 2020. I'm
File
glad
it
you guys
away.
could be there for it. Oh, I have. I tell everyone
Okay.
about it.
Next question.
What number?
Doesn't matter.
Well, you had like a number 6. I heard you say
I think
that,
it's
so-
8.
Okay.
Could
Thank
be.
you, Alistair.
Corin
knows?
coquettishly begins the question.
Maybe.
As I begin everything. Okay, here it is. It's happening.
Jotham.
God
Wait.
damn it.
Jotham.
Jotham.
No.
No, come on.
I have a
Adam.
guess. Oh, sorry.
Twin Peaks? No. Twin
Alistair?
Peaks? Twin
Not
is
Twin
happening
Peaks.
again?
Alistair.
That's
No,
what it
it's-
was.
It's happening is the thing. Alistair, what is
I'm
your...
going to say it's The Happening.
Wrong.
God damn it. I thought it was a really good trick question.
But it is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's
Sixth Sense.
happening.
Devil.
And it's not that. it's
What's
not
the one
happening.
with Mel Gibson and the
Crop circles.
It was called Crop Circles.
Crop circles.
Jared.
Jared.
Signs.
Correct.
Damn, dude, I almost knew that. I'm so close.
I almost knew that.
That was so close.
Next one. We've sensed it. We've seen the signs.
Alistair.
Alistair.
The Happening.
Correct.
What? Are you joking? I thought I was being hilarious.
It's this. Those
He
are
fell
the
into his
two
trap.
worst. Yeah, I've never seen
those are
two
real
movie
genu-
taglines. Yeah,
Do you think you think that was him on some brilliant level? Maybe he's better than we thought.
He was preparing for this moment, like he was trying to organically create this moment.
this is the twist.
He did it. This is the twist.
Oh man. Okay.
Jared's winning
Next.
5 to my 3 to John's 1.
Question 10. If I counted correctly. Trust a few, fear the rest.
John. Hunger Games.
No. It's a fine guess, though, I guess.
I don't know.
This is the beginning of Hugh Jackman as a big star.
Trust a few.
Trust a few,
Fear the
fear the rest.
Jared. Swordfish.
Swordfish?
What's the most famous role that Hugh Jackman has played?
I didn't know you were going to go
Wolverine.
straight for X-Men. I don't know.
Logan.
Can I guess again?
My name's Logan. I'm ringing in.
I was
Just
thinking
kidding.
Hugh
Not
Grant
Logan,
at first.
John.
John, X-Men.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
That's the tagline to X-Men?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Trust a few, fear the rest.
It
Is
may
like,
as well be called "It's Happening," or not. It's called not called. The tagline should be "It's Happening."
It's happening.
X-Men.
Marcus Welby. Question 11. He was dead, but he got better.
What was? Oh, God damn it! I've heard this recently.
He was dead, but he got better. Sequel to a movie.
Alistair.
Weekend at Bernie's too.
Alice to know.
Crank to High Voltage.
Yes, but slightly off.
Crank to
No.
Cranker than ever.
Keep trying.
Is it Crank 2?
Yes.
Crank : full stop. High voltage. Crank : high voltage.
Yes. There's no 2 in there. It's just cranked high voltage, but yes.
Is it cranked
You
or
had it.
crank?
Cranked.
Cranked?
I thought it was crank.
That's
Crank is methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine.
Thank you, Jotham.
Yep. Thanks, Jotham.
He gets a point
You
for
can
that.
also get it
Thank
for
you.
dogs.
On the board.
Some vets give it for your dog. So I got that
guy
one.
who makes it.
Cranked.
Dog meth works on people too.
Cranked.
It's true.
High voltage. Oh, sorry. I just killed a bug.
Next question. The bitch is back.
Is this about
Alistair.
a Medea movie?
Alistair.
No. Alistair.
Aliens 3. Damn it. Alien Resurrection.
You said Alien 3,
I said
but you
3
said it
different
wrong.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I got that one wrong.
I mean,
Did he though?
he said the right answer, kind of.
But it was the last one, right?
No.
It's Alien 3.
It's Alien 3. Yes.
I feel
'Cause at
I
the
got
end
that
of-
wrong. I was thinking it was the second one, but I don't think there was any bitch in the first one to have come back.
Right. The bitch was in the second one.
Right.
So she had to have come back in this third
In
one.
the third.
The bitch is back, Alien 3. Saving the world takes a little heart and a big Johnson.
Private Parts.
Nope.
The Howard Stern story.
This tagline references the 2 stars of the movie.
What?
What's the tagline
Saving the
again?
world takes a little heart and a big Johnson.
Oh, John.
I don't know.
John.
Oh, shit. I don't know the name of the movie.
Well, The Rock's in it.
Is The Rock?
It's got The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a movie that no one remembers exists.
Did they make a? Oh wait,
It's
no,
not Pain and Gain.
No.
The Tooth Fairy.
That one's okay.
I feel like I saw this.
It's the one where the Rock is like fat in the beginning.
No, CIA. Wait, CIA something.
Yes, but not the acronym. What does CIA stand
Central
for?
Intelligence.
Yes. Jotham got a point.
Don't say it like
Walked him
that.
there, but he got it.
Yes.
Funny anecdote about Kevin Hart and The Rock. We when we were in the hospital, we watched both Jumanji movies, which both have Kevin Hart and The Rock in them. Great movies.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah, those are good.
I'll watch anything.
I've
with
never
The
seen
Rock in
any
it.
Jumanji movie. Not even the
Really?
90s one.
Original.
Really?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out. I know there were rhinoceroses involved.
Yeah. Also,
were.
the spiritual sequel. What was it?
Zathura?
The other board. I keep wanting to say Zarathustra, but I'm not
Zathura?
something right.
Are you talking about
Zathura? Yeah.
the John Favreau movie?
Yeah, because it's like another game comes to life, whatever thing. I think it's like the same. Anyways,
Sorry,
Check it
Is
out.
it good?
that's okay.
It's not
Great.
a very hard sell.
No, I'm not that.
Watch it with
Glad
little
we talked
kids.
about it.
Yeah, if you want to waste some time, it's a movie.
Not watch a movie. Here's one.
How will my 1-month-old feel about it? Will he like
He will
it?
not be able to focus on it
Well, you got to have it real close to the eyes.
unless you throw
If I
that
put it
TV hat
the-
on him.
That's what I was gonna say. If
Yeah.
I put the TV hat on him, will he like it?
It'll be very colorful, that's for sure. How are they into? How much does he like rhinoceroses?
I mean, as much as any 1 month old, I suppose. I don't know if he knows they exist yet, but maybe when he does.
You're gonna
Well, blow his mind.
fucking yeah, for sure. Sorry for swearing about your son.
That's okay.
He's cursing up a storm already. It's crazy.
Last question. Let's get this over with.
Last
12?
question. Oh my god.
Yeah. His story will touch you even though he can't.
127 hours. Because he cut off his arm.
That's pretty good. Jared.
Casper.
It was worth it.
No, good guess though. Incorporeal. Who's a guy who can't touch you?
Aladdin.
Oh,
Well,
MC
I guess
Hammer.
he could.
The genie.
That's the other way
No,
around.
you can't touch him. Yeah.
I don't know why the genie couldn't touch you. I feel like
Maybe because
He was fine.
the MC Hammer found the lamp.
it's because he dressed like
so
a
then
genie.
he would tell the genie, you can't touch this.
Goth Johnny Depp is in this one. Guess he's always goth though.
Jared. Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
Man, Jared sure does know his Johnny Depp movies. He wins another one.
Being quiz champion is really bittersweet.
You know your
because
taglines.
I feel like it highlights something that's not great about me. That I remember a lot of
I know
uses.
exactly what you mean. As the person who came in second in that quiz, I agree.
Yeah, man, I watched Bloodshot last night. I don't have any room to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
Dude, honestly, it's so much fun. It's so bad, but it's like high budget bad. So it's
Exactly, yeah.
fun to yell at the TV. I mean, it's
I love a Vin Diesel.
yeah. It would have been fun to see in the theater.
What's the movie?
Bloodshot,
Yeah.
2020 Vin Diesel.
Based on a Valiant comic.
Correct.
Yeah.
Was supposed to start the universe, but
Wait a second.
It's terrible.
It was supposed to start a whole universe? Like, no wonder
They
it
spent a
failed.
lot of money on this movie.
The Valiant cinematic universe.
Nice. Were they
I
going
mean,
to
the
do
CGI
Archibald and Archer and what's it?
Yeah.
Archer and
Was it
Armstrong?
Exo Man of War.
Wetworks.
Wetworks. Magnus
It's-
Robot Fighter.
Night and day though, and Money playing like the gunshots, the CGI is so bad. Like the what I don't know what that is.
Oh,
the
they just like they put it in
explosion.
like with like
yeah,
Adobe
it's like
Premiere
added
or
in
something.
post. Yeah, like a cracked like free version is or something. I don't know.
There's a watermark on the whole movie.
Yeah,
The official release.
It says how many days you have left on the trial version.
Made in
Premium.
Fruity Loops. Trial version.
Yeah, there's like an exclusive like audio stamp on it every like 30
90
seconds.
seconds.
This movie is tough. I wish they could have gotten another $500 to buy the software. Do you guys want to take a short break and then come back with the news?
Yeah, sure.
News. All right, guys, we'll be back with the news after this. Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. Our guest tonight, John Waterman, he's right there. He's looking up various websites while he's on the show. It looks like we are back, and I think now is probably just about the best time to get into some corn. News with Corin. Is that all right first?
Sure. I should.
Is that pig?
There's a.
Someone here?
sounds ferocious.
Is there Is there a window there?
Yeah, I forgot to talk about this during my segment, but here in the office in Seattle, I'm essentially performing for just like just floor to ceiling windows.
It's like
to the
the
outside
Today Show.
world.
Remember when the Today Show first put up those glass windows? And people would stand outside and hold signs, and then they'd have to make people leave because it would be like, Matt Lauer, show me your balls, or something like that.
And then he did.
Yeah, I know. That was the thing. It put him down a really, really dark path.
It was the
Your
signs.
secret baby.
It was the signs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. God damn it. Pushed me right out of my seat.
Anyway, instead, there's just dogs, and Pig hates them.
Does Pig realize there are other dogs? Pig thinks maybe they're the only real dog, and that like
she wants to be. I think she wants to be the only dog.
Yeah,
there can be only one.
The Highlander, the Piglander.
Oh, the Piglander. Anyway, chaotic way to create insect-like gates for robots. Researchers in Japan and Italy are embracing chaos and nonlinear physics to create insect-like gates for tiny robots, complete with a locomotion controller to provide a brain-machine interface. Basically, researchers have created a set of algorithms that a neuroelectrical activity from a person is recorded, and nonlinear concepts of phases synchronization are used to extract a pattern. This pattern is then used as a basis to influence the dynamics of the system, which creates the walking pattern for the insect-like robot.
All right. What I want to talk about is when these Japanese and Italian researchers get together. Can you imagine the lunches they cook, Maron? Yeah? Sushi, lasagna. Oh, baby. I want to get in on that research. But the other stuff sounds good too, with the bugs or whatever.
The robot insects.
Yeah. Just, I had to find a robot story.
I feel like this is very similar to every quarter or so we get a robot story that's like, look, we've made an insect cyborg. And is this another one of those stories? Yeah, it's out to destroy us.
Similar to the cockroach one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
the cockroaches were cyborgs.
Yeah.
But these are robot
we were
insects.
Controlling them until you turned off the controller, and then the swarm could go away and find its own food. Here, we're just making robots that are more insect-like naturally, because that's apparently something that we want to
desirable somehow.
Yeah. People love bugs.
Have they talked about what the practical application specifically could be for these? Sorry.
Yeah, to make them more insect-like.
Wait, sorry. What was that an answer to?
That's the practical application.
The practical application is just to climb the mountain.
To have them.
Okay. I gotcha.
That we have them.
So, I mean, once we have them, like, naturally we'll figure out what to do with them. Probably something real porny at first. That's what's going to lead.
Did you say porny?
Yeah, that's what's going to lead the technology. How can we do something like porny with this?
As in all things.
Then the rest of life will kind of figure out, like, also we can use it to save children. It's like once we're done doing the porn thing with it.
It could be like they're preparing for the bees to be wiped out, so they have like a robot army to pollinate everything once the bees go.
Well,
or like assassinating government officials, probably crawling into their brain. That's
pretty good.
Yeah, these.
I was just
go ahead.
I was thinking about like this, like scenes from movies when people have bugs crawl on them. Imagine how good you can make those scenes with real bugs that you can control. You don't have to use CGI. Real robot bugs.
Yeah,
like the bug would really crawl into Captain Kirk's ear.
Yeah.
I believe that was an away team consisting of Chekhov and maybe an unnamed red shirt.
A red shirt.
Red shirt.
That's your news.
Yeah.
I like it. Robot assassin bugs, Corin says. Jotham, what's in the news?
I wanted to check some stats. I wanted Jared to help me out with this. I've got something called, I imagine it's called the KF console. It's stylized KFC, then ONSOLE. Yeah, but it's one word. So KF
Kentucky Fried Console.
Kentucky Fried Console. Yeah.
Kentucky Fried.
And this is a gaming system. A gaming system that has a compartment to keep your chicken warm.
Oh wow! It's actually made by Cooler Master, which is a
yes.
That's what several of the pieces of my rig are.
Right. Well, I thought I wanted to ask you. I mean, it's got Core i9.
Hold on a second there, Jotham. I think Corin spotted this. Just the position of Jared's eyebrows while he was talking about computer equipment was very condescending. That was like talking down to us. He's just like, well, it's made by one of these companies. A lot of my rig. Just imagine I put delay on that. Sorry, Jotham.
Well, it sounds like he's already checked it out, and it
I haven't actually. I'm looking at it right now. It's 4K, 240 FPS. Capable.
Right.
Well,
It's got a Seagate.
Now you got something that can.
It's got a Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte SSD.
1 terabyte. These novelty things burn me up. I was just talking. This is not exactly the same thing, but I was just talking to my family the other day. I was going on one of my tirades over the dinner table. I said, this didn't really happen that way, but I can't stand when things are made to look like other things, like a globe that you open it up and it's like a bar. That's the stupidest thing in the world to me. Like an object. You
don't like secret compartments? Or you don't like a hidden thing?
Like no, he doesn't like being lied to. In it.
Yeah, he doesn't like being lied to.
That's what John's got it.
You want to keep your guns in your gun case, not your books.
A thing is a thing. It's what it's supposed to be. Alistair doesn't want false things.
There's this building, some library somewhere in Europe. Europe, am I right? There's a library somewhere that looks like a shelf of books. Pass. Show me a building that looks like a building. I'll go in there. I'll read your books. It's like, once you understand what a building's supposed to look like, I'll trust the books that you put on the shelves in there. This is Alistair St. Hill signing off. Sorry. So,
you kids are dismissed. That's what you say.
What was the name
after dinner, right?
The 60 Minutes
Andy
thing.
Rooney.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet he had some takes on buildings that were shaped like books.
You know what I hate?
Shaped like globes.
Buildings that are shaped like books.
Oh my God! Again, Michael Caine and Andy Rooney are in the building with it. In this building shaped like book. Little do you know, like my house is actually shaped like a big book.
I'm kind of suspicious about this now.
Oh yes, tell me.
Because it says it doesn't say what the GPU is, but it claims that it's VR ready and can push 240 FPS at 4K
without 240 hertz output. It says.
Yeah. So I'd be curious to see what the actual thing they're going to put.
Who's going to buy this? Why would somebody buy this?
Somebody who wants the chicken chamber.
I mean, I want to see the
SSDs. It's actually pretty decent.
I want a picture of every person who buys this. I want to see the person that
you're looking at one. He's on the screen.
How can he make it
Jared would build his own. Jared would build his own.
Yeah, I'll bring my own chicken chamber. I'll put a
he's
toaster
got his own
oven
chicken. Yeah, exactly. He's got an air fryer.
I saw someone really taking the air fryer to task on Twitter the other day. They're like, I took mine apart. It's just a toaster with a fan. That's all it is. Like, okay.
That's what I've heard.
Let people have their fun.
That's like exactly the type of thing you hate, right? It looks like something else.
Exactly.
It's a toaster.
Yeah.
But it looks like an air fryer.
Yeah, that's not a hovercraft. That's just a car that you put a skirt around. Assholes.
Just a cross-dressing car.
All right.
Well,
Jotham, is there anything left in your story?
No, I didn't read it anyway, so.
All right, Jared, what else is in the news? Since Jotham's giving you a pretty easy act to follow.
I've got one, and then one quick one.
Oh man, I got a backup. I didn't know we were going to backups already.
If you feel like it's strong enough, you can go after Jared's backup
we'll
and
circle back,
show him up. Yeah,
I'll circle back. Aggressive squirrels terrorizing, attacking New York City residents for weeks. Some people living in a Queens neighborhood are afraid to leave their homes because there have been several aggressive squirrel attacks. Micheline Frederick said that a squirrel leapt at her, latched onto her hand, and she struggled for several minutes to remove it. And there's a picture of the aftermath of the fight, and it's not pretty.
A bloody mess.
She's not the only one. Several people have been like viciously attacked. There's video camera footage.
Now, is this because squirrels are used to being fed and now they're not, and they're getting aggressive with people because they expect food? Is it that type of situation?
Undetermined.
Oh yeah. Squirrels can get vicious, and that's why they tell people don't feed squirrels, because they start to get very presumptuous and they get really
they said like
wild animals.
The woman said that she felt like she was being targeted specifically, and
like racially.
Another gentleman also said that he tried to jump on him once one day, and then when he another day he came home and was waiting for him at his door and tried to scurry up his leg. And
is there any background on what these people have done to the squirrels though?
that is undetermined. We don't know. It could be. We don't know this whole story.
This guy fucked the squirrel's wife.
Squirrel's waiting for him at his door, putting a cigarette out with a gun in his trench coat, just waiting for him.
Or just holding a book with a gun in it.
No respect for a squirrel like that.
No. Yeah, dude. If you're gonna face me with a gun, not a gun with a book.
They say they are a little surprised the city is not taking it more seriously. The city has put out traps, but to this day, the traps have remained empty.
Oh wow!
To this day, the
They're
squirrels
smart.
still
I like it.
terrorize this neighborhood.
So I'll be monitoring this to see how it unfolds. See if we have anything to worry about down here. We got a lot of squirrels down here. I don't want to get any fucking ideas. And finally, this is just real quick. A Iowa meteorologist has started warning people to not eat icicles. Because they probably have poop in them. Because water runs off of a roof where birds sit and poop, and so there's dirt and poop that all just slowly kind of congeals into the icicle. So it's almost guaranteed that if you've ever eaten an icicle off of a roof, you've consumed.
Why are people eating them anyways?
Because it's an icicle. It's like a fun thing, right?
Is it? I don't know. I've never done
they
it.
look cool.
I forget we're in Florida and we don't know what the fuck icicles are.
I grew up in Illinois, and I think I've for sure eaten icicles. I also have a very distinct memory. I have a distinct memory of being like 5 or 6, and there was water dripping off the roof, and putting my mouth and and my dad just being like, "You're eating bird shit, son."
Yeah, I feel like I definitely had that moment with a parent as well. You know, there's humans are pretty stupid without parents to tell them some of the basics. So I mean,
that there's poop in there.
I could still be eating poop water to this day if my mother didn't intervene. Bless her heart.
Thank God, dude.
We eat poop all the time. Listen,
It's
poop's
true.
everywhere. Don't be
When's
so
the
scared.
last time you ate poop corn?
Probably today. I'm not scared to admit it.
You ever had McDonald's?
Don't cut me off, Alistair. Don't you dare.
Right?
News isn't over. I'm not done.
People have to know.
Jotham, do you have one final news story?
Oh, there's a snake orgy in Lakeland right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, like it was there's like an invitation for it. Specific time.
Did you guys get an invite?
Never
let me
turns out the
find
way
it.
you want it to.
It's never the
they
snakes you
say,
want to be there.
They think they're non-venomous, not aggressive, and once they finish mating, they should go their separate ways. So
What
just
kind of
let them
snakes?
finish. They were not sure. They could be native water snakes, but some people saw a water moccasin nest nearby.
Cor, what do you think about that? The way that he said that.
They can't tell. They're just they're in it, you know?
So
They're so wound up.
There's a boa constrictor in there.
when did it
a couple
start?
rattlesnakes.
You said it's going on right now. When did it start?
Is there a feed?
Oh wait, no, I must have clicked a best of 2020 article. This is from February.
That's okay.
It's still
Okay,
going.
so it's not going on right now.
So it was posted. Yeah, it was ongoing. They
Now it's
posted
just
it on
now
February
Lakeland
13th.
is just a writhing mass.
Oh, because it was Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Saint Valentine? Nope, never mind.
Nope.
Are we
Guys,
driving all the
talk
snakes
to me
out?
again on St. Patrick's Day.
Whacking day.
So Jotham, that's it. There was a snake orgy. They're not sure what kinds they were.
They've probably figured it out by now, but not in this article.
Okay, there's an update somewhere. Okay.
Somewhere. If
We'll
only
keep an
we
eye
could
out.
find out.
That's been the news without any particular funny punchline at the end. Guys, we're back updating the Spotify playlist on a weekly basis now. This is going to be our first new playlist of 2021. I hope everyone enjoyed the picks for the best of 2020 end of the year. So we're back to just 6 each. We also asked John for some picks. I don't know if you have those ready and with you, John. If you do, you can share them with us when we go around. But if not, your picks will be on the list when we put it up.
When we put it up.
The list for me, I've got some shopping on there from their latest release, All or Nothing. Got the title track, All or Nothing. Band called Disc, DISQ, with I'm Really Trying. The recent remaster of Richard Hell's Blank Generation from 2017, that moderately recent. Going to hear the title track from that, Blank Generation. Some Dead, DEHD. I'm going to spell all the names of all the bands. Dead with Loner. Some Lana Del Rey, Blue Jeans from Born to Die from back in 2012. And from the last full-length Hop Along album, we're going to hear How Simple. And then, as we go down the list, we'll hear what's on Jotham's list. Jotham, what are you starting out 2021 with? Some tribute?
This week is, all for MF Doom. Wearing my Doom shirt. Very sad.
Yeah, far too young. 49 years old.
Yeah. A lot of times, like celebrities, musician deaths, I'm like, whatever. But this one, I was like, damn.
Yeah, you can tell that you're missing out on a lot of good work that he would have done.
Yeah. So I put this together last month. What I was gonna do all British hip hop that I was listening to based on that show, but we can wait for next week. So I've got Peach Fuzz by KMD, the first group he was in. But after that, King Ghidorah. Then we got Mad Villain and Mad Lib, or Mad Villain, which is MF Doom and Mad Lib. We got some Victor Vaughn. Danger Doom. I really like that release with DJ Danger Mouse with all the Aqua Teen, all the
Adult Swim stuff.
Adult Swim stuff. And then
the
closing
Mouse
out
and the
with
Mask
Doom.
Is that what that
Mouse
was called?
the Mouse and the Mask.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
And then that's okay. Doom Starks, which is MF Doom and Ghostface Killah. So
right on. R.I.P. MF Doom.
Rip MF Doom.
Big time. Jared, what are you going to put on the playlist this week?
My MF Doom contribution is...
Jotham is doing all the MF Doom, okay? No, just kidding.
Damn it. Well, he didn't have any metal fingers on there, so I chose my personal favorite, White Willow Bark, from the Metal Fingers collection. The instrumentals, it's like one of the best things ever. Just that I
slipped that in
10 volumes.
over dinner tonight with Maddie and her mom. I played that because it's pretty chill.
Yeah.
On the low tribute to the family get it. They're like, oh yeah, is this off Herbal Fingers Volume 4? Herbal Fingers.
Me trying to ask Alexa what to play was funny. Like, Alexa, play Metal Fingers Presents Special Herbs by MF Doom.
I have a really hard time trying to tell, Siri or Google any of these things. They never seem to understand me, and they play weird playlists.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated with Alexa. I kind of hate her.
Oh, you've got a rival in the household.
Yeah.
It's like,
Siri's gonna beat your ass.
We like Jotham, but Alexa just does so much for us. Sorry, Jared, what else?
New Dog Joy just came out a couple days ago.
Cool.
So I chose the last song from that, It's On, which is it slaps, as the
a banger
as the kids say. Yeah. A remix from the newish Machine Drum album that came out last year. It's the song Star. It's the A$AP Ferg remix. I really like A$AP Ferg. It's a really good song. Lauren just came out with a new EP like a couple days, recently. I don't want to say exactly when, but it's called The Map, and the song's called Transmute. Mono Neon just released a new single, and I gotta tell you, I really love this song a whole bunch. Farting all over the world.
Well,
it's gonna be my new litmus test for somebody I think I'm going to get in a serious relationship with. Like, if you can't appreciate the energy or like this song, then like it would never ever work.
Are you gonna give them any context, or are you just gonna send them that track and see what they say?
Yeah, that's the final test.
That's best.
Mono Neon's amazing. He's a real genius.
The song is it's so funky and heartfelt, and it gets across a very specific type of feeling.
He loves her smell.
No matter what. And finally, I chose a really super heavy song by Will Haven from their album a few years ago, Muerte. The song is called El Sol and features Stephen Carpenter from the Deftones on guitar. It's extremely heavy, evil sounding song, but if you read the lyrics, it's like one of the most uplifting and like motivational.
Is it actually the lyrics to Goodbye England's Rose?
Yes.
It's just like spider screams.
Yeah.
Corin, what's going to be on your list, bud?
So glad you asked. This week I picked all 70s funk, jazz, blues influenced artists. It starts with Cortex. It's a French title and a French album name.
Ooh.
8 October 1971 is the title of the track, and the album is called Trampeau Bleu. And then it goes to Eastern Market by Yusuf Lateef. Then Quiet Dawn from Archie Shepp. Could Heaven Ever Be Like This from Idris Muhammad. Henceforth by Roy Ayers. And Didn't Die from Daramond. All super good, kind of funk and soul artists, and I've just really been digging into that lately.
I feel like Corin gets the prize for most varied playlists. You really go in and hit a theme every week. Jotham, I'm not saying you don't do a great job of it yourself, but Corin, he's always keeping me guessing. He's always zigging when I think he's going to zag. It's like I'm like an alligator who can't catch him.
Yeah. I do want to say I left the MF Doom for you guys. I figured there was going to be enough of a tribute going on, but were I to include a favorite, it would have been Phasers from the King Ghidorah.
You know what? I almost think that I'm going to bleep that out, as though you don't have the right to do that if you didn't actually add it to the playlist. So that'll be funny. Anyone who just heard a beep noise just then, that's what it was, is that Corin did not earn that because he chose to leave MF Doom off his playlist, as did I. I'm not claiming my favorites. We're all having fun here. I apologize to make for having made you make that face. John, what have you decided to put on the playlist, if you have any to share?
So I threw some stuff together.
Black metal.
Real quick, I only have one black metal song on there. I started off with Sun House, Death Letter Blues. That's always a good song.
Nice.
Tears for Fears, The Hurting. Kate
some
Bush.
Deep cut Tears for Fears.
Yeah, Kate Bush, Cloud Busting from the album Hounds of Love. Psychedelic Furs, All That Money Wants. Talk Talk, the song Ascension Day from their last album, Laughing Stock. And then a little black metal, Feminazgul, which is I believe an all-female black metal band from North Carolina. And their song, The Rot in the Field is Holy. So, yeah, I wanted to make my mark. You know, I guessed on the podcast, wanted to make my mark, you know.
Absolutely. There's definitely the vibes of John Waterman all over there.
That's what I wanted to give. That's I want anybody to listen who listens to be like, oh, I know what John's brain's like.
That's Waterman.
Yeah.
Classic Waterman.
The Muzak versions of these play in the elevator in his palatial estate.
That's what it is.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Is there any business that needs to be attended to that we haven't taken care of?
I guess the only thing
go ahead,
left
Corn.
for me to say.
Wait, hold on. We all know Corn's gonna say some dumb trash. John, were you about to say something?
I was just gonna say thank you guys for letting me come on the show. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, lots
and
of fun.
I hope to get back into some D&D here soon. I really enjoy our text messages. It's a good time.
We keep the chain alive. It's just like Fleetwood Mac told us back on Rumors. Never break the chain. I believe is how they said it. Corn, I apologize. You weren't going to say dumb garbage. You were going to say something good.
Dumb garbage, like rate, review, like, and subscribe to this podcast on multiple platforms. Find us on YouTube. If you're listening to us now on podcast, find us on YouTube. Vice versa, if you're on YouTube, find us on a podcast, a podcatcher. Is that what they say? Podcast app.
A podcatcher?
This is like when you told the details of that story about the insect robots.
I've confused the issue.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening anymore. Right.
Okay.
And if you find
those
it on
were
YouTube,
words.
then you can find it on the podcatcher on the YouTube.
Now this is podcatching.
See, now look what you've made Jared do. All right. So I feel like everything is pretty much falling apart literally behind you.
Can I throw one more thing in?
Yes, please do.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm talking too much at the end, but I have a podcast as well. I just wanted to plug, if that's okay.
This is good plug.
History. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say it.
It's called History Schmistery. It's a history podcast I do with a friend named Jeremiah, and we're pretty sporadic in our output. Things have been really busy as of late, but there's a big backlog. If you're into history, you might like it. It's good stuff.
What exactly is a typical episode like? Yeah, what is history, John?
History is a tapestry, a broad tapestry of things that have happened throughout human history, and I would love to tell you more about it. If you listen to the podcast, you can hear me talk all about it.
But like, how long is an average episode? Are they little bite-sized? Are they long discussions? Do you have
I think our
multiple
longest
episodes?
episode is early episodes. We did like 2.5 hours was one, but like most of them are like an hour and a half.
Usually covering a single specific topic in depth?
Yes. So the latest ones we've been doing, I'm doing a multi-part series on the 30 Years' War, which I started probably 2 years ago and aren't done with yet. And then, that's it. And we have a couple multi-parters, but mostly it's like one single topic.
History Schmistery.
Yes,
Look
sir.
for it on your local podcatcher.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you very much, John. It was really awesome to have you, and we wish you the best. We wish you the best.
Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys.
So for Corin, LaPointe Atchison, and Jotham Fady, and Jared McLeod, and our friend John Waterman from History Schmistery. Everybody be well. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Bye.